to some college basketball, and more preferably the Memphis Tigers men's basketball program. And I just want to talk about, the overall impression of the roster right now. Pretty much massive turnover with the team, similar to last year. You're going to be seeing a brand new program out there on the court. Now that PJ Haggerty has left, Dante, this Dante Harris, he is part of the ways. And, Dan Janger's situation is up in the air, but all signs may point toward that not happening as well. So you're really going to have a brand new team. But the current, the roster now has, two local guys coming in Julius Stedford. You got Curtis Gibbon the third. Aaron Bradshaw, the only 7-foot center on the team right now. The only 7-foot only player that's above 6'8" right now. Everybody else is 6'8" and below. You got Aaron Bradshaw, Zachary Davis on the team. You got Sincere Parker. I mean, you got so many brand new names on this team. Somebody that just came in, William Wharton, transfer from South Dakota State. Abdul Hassan Akeem, the wing player that came from UTRG via out of Texas. So I just want to ask you right now, just what is your overall impression of this team heading into 2025, 2026?
I think this team is deeper than last year's team. I think this team has a chance to be a tournament team. I think this team is just the word that jumps out to me is versatility. I just think we didn't have as much of that last year with the personnel we had. But this year, Penny made it a priority to get more size, especially at the forward position. Um, and I think just we have more versatility with this roster. And I'll put it all together. That'll be the hard part. And I still think I'm assuming that Danger ain't gonna get that waiver. They should sign at least one more big and then go from there. But this team is gonna be really really interesting to watch. But I just am excited for the potential because of their versatility.
Yeah, I agree. Something I want to point out as well, unlike last year where I think he pretty much got during the transfer portal run last year, when pretty much got the best players that were in the AAC, and they all came to Memphis together outside of Dan Danger. This year, he's getting more players from powerful conferences. Aaron Bradshaw, Ohio State, former 5-star prospect. Curtis Gibbons third, played in the SEC, which is by far the toughest conference in college basketball. Doug McDaniel out of Kansas State. So he's bringing in some really good players. You know what I mean? And I felt like I kind of grew on this as well, that this team is more deeper. Last year, just kind of felt as though he had one of those teams where the roster was just kind of, you kind of wonder, like, after the starting five, where was the players at? Where was the depth at on the team? You know what I mean? So I
Yeah,
think you have a more deeper team. Hopefully, injuries will it'll be a better rotation on the depth. It'll be better. The depth will be more reliable compared to last year, where those guys, the starting five played a lot of minutes, which led to, in my opinion, led to that injury to Tyrese Hunter and Dante Harris. So that pretty much really affected them in the NCAA tournament. But
yeah,
overall, man, I like the roster, man. I like the deep guard rotation that we have right now. In regards to the bigs, I don't know. I know you got Aaron Bradshaw. I'm pretty confident that he's gonna find another player, another rim protector. And, maybe 6'9", 6'8", the guy out of Maryland could be the next
yeah,
addition to the team. So we'll see how that play out. But that's been like the major talking point among the fan base, on social media, is where's the big man? Where's the big man? He's gonna find one, man. To me,
yeah,
but I like what I see so far, man. And I
yeah,
think they're better. They're good enough to win the conference, man. They're good enough to win the conference. Just want to see how things are going to be in the outside the non-conference games against those powerful teams. Any thoughts?
Yeah, I agree. This conference schedule is going to be interesting to watch. I'm excited. It'll be interesting to see what type of big they bring in. Do they bring in a guy who could compete as a starter, or do they just bring in another backup? Because as talented as Bradshaw is, he missed a lot of last season with a lot of stuff off the court and stuff, and I just don't know if I want to rely on that guy to be my starting center. If he's your four or plays the five in some stretches, yeah. But if he's my starting center, I'm not sure if I want that. But we'll see.
I mean, if on a scale 1 to 10, how confident are you that Dane Danger gets his waiver?
One.
One.
Yeah, I hope I'm wrong, but based on all I've seen, and I saw Will the other day talk about some people that got waivers. Those people had totally different situations. One kid was a JUCO, one kid had an injury issue, one kid had four. All those guys had only played 4 or 5 years, or 4 years, and so they were getting their fifth year. He's looking for his sixth. I just don't see him
He
getting it,
plays
but
5 years.
I would love to be wrong.
He
This will
plays
be
five.
his 6th year. He played
Wow.
5 years.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I give it a 3, man. I give it a 3. It's Memphis. You know what I'm saying? Every time they've tried to attempt to get those waivers for players, it
Yeah,
falls through. So I mean, I expect that to be the same.
and
But
even Dane is doing. I don't know if you saw. I don't know if it was
yeah, I
Muggs.
saw that.
He had a workout with the Wizards,
Yeah, I
so
saw that.
he's doing his due diligence just in case this waiver doesn't happen. That he'll at least have a chance to play summer league or something. But yeah, that's the issue that DeAndre Williams, when he was waiting too long. I don't know. He may have done workouts. So I want to be careful. I could be wrong on that, but I think he missed some opportunities to meet with more teams because he was so focused on this waiver. Especially when the odds are in your favor, I would always just take every opportunity to meet with the NBA team that I can because some of the chances of you getting the waiver are slim to none.
Yeah, they are, man. It's just they go by case by case. It's a case by case basis with the NCAA, and you know how it is with Memphis. They kind of like they just drag things out. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
I don't think he gets the waiver, man. But I mean, if he did, man, I think it would if he got the waiver, it would change a lot of things, bro, for the team. But I think I think this team is in good shape right now.
yeah.
It'll be, you know. So we'll see. All right, we'll close it out on this, man.